Hello friends, and welcome to your FriYay Pick a card with me, Intuitive Rene. It's so lovely to be here with you, and I know I say it every week, but I can't believe how quickly Friday comes around. It's like you just blink and boof, like that Friday is there. But anyway, today we have an awesome Friday, an awesome FriYay. Let me get the words right. So today's FriYay topic, I have thought long and hard about it. And I know last week I put a poll up on YouTube for everybody to vote, and this week I didn't do that. Well, it was because it was quite clear early in the week what our topic was going to be. And it's interesting how Spirit sort of directed me to the topic for this week, because I kept having the same conversations with people over and over and over again. I kept having the same thoughts. I kept having the same ideas. And it was eventually like, hitting me in the head that this is what we need to be talking about. So this week's topic, and I'm sure you would have already seen it in the headline and the topic and the subject line, I think it's called. But this week's topic, we are looking at the lessons that you are repeating in life. And as I said to you, it was quite interesting how it all evolved, because I had quite a few clients this week, quite a few conversations where people saying, why am I having this repeated? And even I was questioning that on a couple of occasions. Even I was saying, like, why am I having these repeated experiences? What is the message? What is the story? Why? And at what point does the repeated lesson disappear? So it's been a topic of conversation in my space this week, and I thought, well, that was what we have to look at and deal with today. So today, what are the lessons that you are repeating in life, and how do we process, how do we deal with it? So I have got 4 questions written down on the piece of paper here in front of me, and no, you don't get to see my handwriting, terrible handwriting on my piece of paper, but what I will show you are the cards that I'm going to be using today. So, and again, I agonized over the deck to use as I do each week, and you might notice that the image behind me is a bit clearer this week, and that's because I have a new camera. So quite excited about my new camera, and I hope it's nice and clear, and I hope it works out. It's the first time I'm using it, so bear with me. So this week I am using this tarot deck. This is the Gilded Tarot Royale. Its images are just so colorful and so beautiful, which is why I thought I needed to use the deck this week. So Gilded Tarot Royale will give us the answers to what lessons we are repeating in life. And then when it came to picking an oracle deck, I was like, oh, what are we going to use? What are we going to use? So I have chosen to use the Speed of Light Oracle, and I've partnered it with its friend, which is the Animal Kingdom Oracle card. So these two, they're created by the same person. They're exactly the same size, so you could actually put them together into one deck and use them, but I do use them separately, but today we're going to be using both of them. So those are the decks that I have chosen to use. So we're going to use the tarot deck to get the answers to the questions. What patterns are we repeating in life? What lessons are we repeating in life? What is on repeat in our life? So that's going to be our topic for today. And yeah, I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what comes through for you. So for those of you who are finding my channel for the first time, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And for those of you who are regulars, it's so amazing. Thank you so much for all your love and support over the past couple of months. It's really been absolutely amazing, and I do have some interesting changes and developments in the pipeline for you, which I think is going to be quite interesting. I'm not going to reveal anything about that now. You have to wait a little bit and see. So the way that this works, for those of you who are here for the first time, is you have a couple of bundles that you get to choose from. There will be an image that will come onto screen that will show you the bundles, and you get to pick which of those 3 bundles is the one that has the answers, the reading that you need in your life right now. And all you need to do is to pick one, and then in the description of this on YouTube or on my blog, wherever you find this video, there will be timestamps that can take you straight to your bundle. So you don't have to sit through a whole lot of stuff that's not relevant. You can go straight to the part that is applicable to you. I also try and make these pick a card videos timeless. As much as I produce one and publish one every Friday, I do try and make them timeless. So if you go into my playlist of these, you can pick any video and you can watch it at any time, and it would be, and hopefully, relevant to you at that point. So I started making timeless picker cards a couple of weeks ago, so there's quite a selection of them already for you. So anytime you're feeling like you need a bit of inspiration, anytime you feel like you need a little bit of guidance, go to the playlist, have a look at the topics that are there, and pick one that answers whatever you're dealing with in life. So these are timeless. Let them be applicable to you whenever it is that you stumble across them and whenever it is that you use them. All I ask in return is a thumbs up from you and a comment below if you're feeling like you want to share it. I love hearing from you. I know I don't always get to reply to everybody, but I certainly do read every single comment that is left, and I do really value and appreciate all the love and support. You guys have been absolutely amazing, so I really do love you. So let's stop babbling and let's get on to it. So let me perform my magic as I do each week. So on screen now is an image, a photograph of the cards that are available to you today, bundle 1, bundle 2 or bundle 3. Have a look at them, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold it for a brief second and exhale it all out. Let out all your worries, let out all your stresses, let out all your concerns. Try and get yourself into a neutral space, and then when you're ready you can open your eyes and look at the bundles, look at the image that's on screen now, and ask yourself which of these seems to be pulling you in, which of these seems to be drawing you in, which of these bundles seems to have the message and the answer that you need in life, which of these bundles has the inspiration and the reading that you need right now. And when you know which bundle it is, then as I said earlier on, you can go straight to that particular timestamp and get the message that you need. So friends, I'm not going to babble any longer. Let's get straight into it. I shall see you at your bundle. Hello friends, and welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message, the reading and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Welcome, welcome. If you didn't watch the intro, I am going to be using this tarot deck today, which is the Gilded Tarot Royale, and I'm using it because it's bright, it's colorful and it's beautiful, and I felt like we needed some color in our lives today. So today's topic, today's reading is going to be, what lessons are you repeating in life? You know, and it came about through many conversations over this past week with conversations that I've had with clients, conversations that I've had with people where we're saying, you know, why do I keep having this repeat? Why are there these lessons that just, you know, when do I move on? When do I learn? When do I progress? When do I get on? So it was quite a clear choice for me as to what our topic was going to be. So I have got 4 questions that I have written down here in front of me that we're going to be working through. And as I said, we're working with the Gilded Tarot Royale today because it's such a bright, vibrant and fabulous deck. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see, I've already started shuffling the cards because I like shuffling cards. But as I shuffle these cards, we're asking for spirit, we're asking for our angels, we're asking for our spirit guides to draw near. We're asking that the cards that we draw today be the cards of guidance, be the cards of inspiration, and be the cards that we need to give us the answers to the questions that we have in front of us here today. Let this reading be timeless. Let this reading be relevant to you whenever you watch it, whether it be on the day it's published, whether it be a week, a month, a year later. Let this reading be relevant to you at that time. We're asking for protection, we're asking for guidance, we're asking for love from spirit as we do this reading, and may it be for everybody's highest good. And so it is. All right, so friends, I have shuffled, we have set the intention, we have put all the energy in. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to put the cards like that. I'm going to split the deck like that, and we will draw cards straight off the top. So I'm going to leave these on the table here in front of me, and I'm just going to draw cards straight off the top in answer to our questions. So question number 1. So as I said to you, our topic is, what are the lessons that are on repeat in your life at the moment? So card number 1 is the lesson. So what is this lesson that is on repeat in your life at the moment? And the card that we have is the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is a card of abundance. The 10 of Pentacles talks about having plentiful, having more than enough, having everything that we need. Just want to see if I can get the camera to focus. No. Right, so I'm going to just leave it over there. So the 10 of Pentacles is a card of abundance, a card of material abundance, okay, so financial, money, things like that. So the lesson that is on repeat for you has got to do with finances, got to do with money. Maybe you're constantly trying to get to a point where you have enough, constantly trying to get there, and it's just, you get so close, you get almost there, you get to a certain point, and then something gets in the way and something stops you. So the lesson that is on repeat for you is all about financial wealth, all about financial prosperity and abundance. Okay, so I'm going to leave that short and sweet. I'm going to leave that on the table here in front of me. I'm going to go into the next question. And question 2 is, why is it keep repeating? Why does this lesson keep repeating for you? To make you stronger. That's the short and the sweet of it. The lesson keeps repeating. The lesson is happening over and over and over again. The lesson of financial wealth and financial abundance and trying to achieve that is on repeat because it's trying to make you stronger until you learn the lesson, until you get to that point where you recognize your inner strength, because this strength is not about muscle strength, it's about inner strength. It's about recognizing your soul strength. It's about recognizing your emotional strength, your mental, emotional, spiritual side, and not just the physical. And you know what? When we're chasing money all the time, when we're trying to gain our financial wealth and our financial independence and our financial abundance and prosperity, we're so focused on the physical that we forget about all the other things. And this is what the strength card. So why is it keep repeating? Why does this lesson keep repeating for you? Because you're learning how to be strong. You're learning how to find your inner strength. You're learning how to recognize the truth of what actually is important and to find that balance. You know, if you look at the strength card, so that lady in all her beautiful clothing and beautiful hair pieces and all the rest of it, look how comfortably she walks the lion. Look how comfortably she's got the chain around his neck. There's no concern, there's no worry, there's nothing there. She is just confident. And the lion's not struggling because she has, I don't want to say overpowered the lion, but they've made an agreement. They are comfortable and happy with each other. There is no struggle. And when we're focusing on this, when we're focusing on having our financial abundance, when we're focusing on having financial prosperity and all of those other things, it's constantly a struggle, you know, and we're constantly fighting at it. We're constantly working at it. We're constantly putting all this effort into it. And actually it shouldn't be difficult. It should be easy. It should be simple. It should be uncomplicated. It should be simple. All right. So that is why the lesson is on repeat. What does Spirit need us to know about this lesson? Okay, that's question 3. Question 3 is, what does Spirit need to know? What do we know? What do we need to know about this lesson right now? Page of Swords energy. Okay, so for me, Page of Swords, I like to see this as a physical learning. Okay, Page of Swords, to me, it's about lessons. It's about understanding. It's about recognizing knowledge. Okay, it's about recognizing and understanding knowledge. So what is Spirit saying to you now? What do you need to know about this lesson that is on repeat for you at the moment? Is you've got to learn from the lesson. So obviously the situation has been cycling, the situation has been on repeat, because every time it happens, you're not connecting the dots, you're not learning from the experience, and we need to. So I am going to suggest, and it's quite weird that this is coming through, but I am going to suggest that you start writing it down somewhere. Okay, type it up in a document on your computer, type it or write it out into a journal, do something, but start documenting the feelings. All right, not the actions, not the things that you do, not the stuff, okay, but the feelings, the spiritual, the mental, the emotional side of things, because that's what I'm picking up on quite a lot here, is that this financial abundance that you're yearning for, that you're working so hard for, that you're striving, and you keep getting so close and then it fails and then it doesn't come through for you. The reason why you're not getting there, the reason why the lesson is on repeat, is because you're struggling too hard, you're trying too hard, but it's not about the physical strength. It's about all the other kinds of strength, and you've got them, you are them, you have them, but it's about recognizing them. So what do you need to know, or what do you need to face? It's the lesson itself, okay? But it's about recognizing what's happening here, recognizing the thoughts. You know what happens? We all understand the law of attraction. We all understand the law of abundance. We all understand that the universe gives us whatever we want. But the problem is that last thought that you have, that last subconscious thought that you have, is the one that the universe responds to. So when you say all your affirmations and you say all the right words, but then immediately you follow it with a little thought or a little inkling of like, I know it's never going to happen for me. Guess what? That's the part that the universe responds to, okay? And I think that's why we've got Page of Swords energy, because Page of Swords energy is about learning the lesson, learning how to be abundant, learning how to have this, to believe that you deserve this, to have this, to work with this, and to own it, okay? So those energies are really, really, really quite strong. So Page of Swords, let's learn. And I really feel like I want you to write. I want you to put it down, document the emotions, the mental thoughts, the ideas, the strategies, and the most important thing is the thoughts that you have. So when you start a new project that has the potential to be really successful, what are you thinking? What is happening here? What is happening here that is preventing the abundance? Wow, that's quite huge. Okay, question 4, what to do to learn the lesson? So we've already covered like what does Spirit want you to know, but now what do you have to do to actually learn the lesson? I've already said I want you to write, I want you to document. Let's see what comes up. It'll be quite interesting. We have 9 of Wands energy, which is very interesting. So 9 of Wands is about, I'm going to call it feeling mentally, physically exhausted and emotional. Okay, feeling like I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired. Can I please just have a rest? Can I please just have a holiday? Can we just stop? Even though we're so close, and this is what I've been saying all along, this financial abundance, this financial prosperity that you're looking for, this financial prosperity that you're yearning for in your life, that you're wanting in your life, it's so close. You get, I'm going to call it 95% of the way, and then it's like poof, it just disappears out in front of you. And this is exactly what the 9 of Wands is saying to you, is you get so close. You get so close to the finish line. You get so close to achieving your goals, so close to achieving everything that you've set out to. And then your self-doubt, your exhaustion, your feeling of inadequacy, all of those feelings suddenly kick in and you're like, I can't do this. And you give up. When if you just persevere just a little bit longer, you would realize that, hey, I'm here, I've done it. So it's about recognizing your inner strength. It's about recognizing the power that you have within you. It's to recognizing that you deserve. Recognizing that you deserve, I need more hands, recognizing that you deserve the abundance that's there for you. Okay, so what is the lesson on repeat at the moment? Not achieving the financial balance, the financial happiness, success, etc. that you want in your life. Why does it keep happening to you? Because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're strong enough to carry it through, to make it happen. You don't believe that you are that person. What do you need to know, or what do you need to face about it? The lesson itself. You need to document, you need to write it, you need to become more mindful of the stuff that's happening in your head, the stuff that you're thinking, that last thought. Every time you start a new project, or every time you start a new job, or every time you start a new opportunity, what is that last thought? Like if you go for a job interview, when you're walking out, like while you're sitting there, you're thinking, wow, this job is mine and I've got it and it's fabulous and it's exciting. And then as soon as you walk out the door, you go, yeah, but I know I'm not going to get it. It's that thought. It's that thought that we need to swap, that we need to change, that we need to eliminate, that we need to replace with something more positive, something more believing, and something that you know you've got this. And then finally, what to do to learn the lesson, to just push through the tough times, to just keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up too early. Don't throw in the towel before you've actually gone that last bit. You're always going 95%. You get 95% of the way through, and then you think, okay, right, that's it, I can't do this, and you're giving up. You're giving up just too soon. Okay, just too soon. So friends, you need to keep persevering. You need to push through a little bit harder, push through a little bit longer. Don't give in too quickly, and you will have the success that you're looking for. You will absolutely have the success that you're looking for. Right, so that is your reading. What lessons are you repeating? Let's see what we get from the oracle. So we're going to start off with the Speed of Light oracle. So as we're shuffling here, we're asking the Speed of Light, we're asking the spirits to give us guidance as well with regards to the lessons that are on repeat in our life at the moment. Besides for what's already been covered, besides for what's already been said, what does the Speed of Light oracle need us to know? What kind of advice, guidance, and inspiration can the Speed of Light oracle give us today? And we're going with this one. Projection, vision, focus, concentration, and chaos. So what's interesting is this is how you start, okay? Because what I'm getting from this is when you start on your adventures, when you start on your goals, you start out with that vision, with that focus, with that concentration, and it soon leads into chaos because you're not believing in yourself. You don't believe that you're strong enough. You don't believe that you're capable. So you're so focused, you're so determined, you're concentrating so hard on achieving that you're not paying attention to everything else that's happening around you. And before you know it, you're in this chaotic spin of self-doubt. And that is what is limiting. That is what is stopping you. That is what is preventing you from having the success and the joy and the happiness and the abundance that you so deserve in your life. So that is very, very interesting. Card number 15 in numerology, which brings us to a 6, and 6 is about resolving the chaos, about finding solutions, and that's exactly what we're doing for you today. Okay, now I want to pick up the next deck, and this is the Animal Kingdom Oracle. So let's get some guidance from the Animal Kingdom. So again, sticking with our theme, sticking with our message, sticking with the lessons that are on repeat in our life. And Rene can't shuffle cards today, well, any day, not just today. Sticking with the theme, sticking with what we have going. What message do we have? You know what, this one's jumped out now twice. I always take note with the cards that jump out, and then it's flipped twice, so clearly it's the one that we're choosing for you. It's kangaroo, leap over the obstacle. So I understand. As I say, can't make the stuff up, guys, can't make the stuff up. So the kangaroo is telling you to just leap over the obstacle. And the obstacle is the inner doubt. The obstacle is the belief that you have in yourself that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not capable enough, blah, 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 all of that other self-doubt speak, negative self-speak that we do. Kangaroo is telling you, just keep doing it, okay? Just jump over that obstacle. Look how strong that kangaroo's back legs are. Look how strong his tail are. Look how his balance. He really is capable of jumping over anything. It doesn't matter the height, okay? Be the kangaroo and jump over the obstacles. Jump over whatever's in your way. Don't look at it and go, oh, what do I do now? All right, that's it, guys. Where's my card? I'm just packing it in. Because there's suddenly this mountain in front of us, because there's suddenly this obstacle in front of me, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not able to get past it. So I'm just going to pack it in. I'm just going to give it up. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. Kangaroo is telling you just jump over it. And it is as simple as that. You know, the solutions are simple. The solutions are not overcomplicated. They are quite simple. So don't let the chaos suck you in. Don't get caught up in that. Stay focused. Have your vision. Know that you deserve this. Know that you're working towards the financial abundance that you want, the financial abundance that you deserve, and the financial abundance that's coming to you. So when a challenge comes your way, instead of trying to solve it, instead of trying to fix it, instead of trying to make it better, just jump over it. Because that's what kangaroo says. Just leap over the obstacle. I love that. Absolutely love that. Friends, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it gives you the guidance, the hope, the inspiration, and the motivation that you need to make the changes necessary in your life. You deserve happiness, you deserve joy, you deserve abundance, and may it come to you easily and swiftly. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours, you take care. And welcome to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the reading, the message, the guidance, and the inspiration that you need today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so lovely to have you here, and today's topic is to look at what lessons are on repeat in your life at the moment and why, and what we can do about it. Today I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot Royale to give us our answers, to give us our guidance and our inspiration, and I've got 2 oracle decks on the table here as well for when we're done. So we've got 4 questions, and it's very interesting how this topic came about this week, because I noticed this was a conversation or a topic that was repeated for me many times. I had this conversation with clients many times, with various other people. So it was like something that just kept going on and on and on in my head until Spirit eventually said, this is your topic for Friday. So yeah, we are looking at what life lessons are on repeat and why, and how do we change it? How do we grab the lesson? How do we learn the lesson? And how do we move on from the lesson? So I've got 4 questions written down here in front of me that I'm going to be working with, and you can see I've already started shuffling the cards, because it's what I do when I'm doing stuff. I shuffle cards badly, you know me, badly. Right, so there we go, badly. So friends, as I shuffle these cards, we're asking for Spirit to draw near. We're asking for angels and spirit guides to connect with us and to help us choose the cards, or to see the cards, or to get the cards that give us the exact guidance and inspiration that we need in our lives right now. May we get the answers to our questions. May we get it clearly. May it be accurate. And may it give us the upliftment and the guidance, the motivation and the inspiration we need to change our lives for the better. We ask Spirit to draw near and to guide us, and so it is. So it is. All right. So shuffle, 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 shuffle. I think I have shuffled enough. I'm going to split the deck in half. Whoops, whoops, okay. And I'm going to draw all the cards straight off the top. I'm going to leave this on the table here in front of me. And I'm going to draw straight off the top for each of our questions that we have to ask. So question 1, the first question that we're asking. So as I said to you, the theme is, what is the life lessons that are on repeat in your life at the moment? What is the cycle that is taking place? And the first question that we want to ask is, what is this lesson? Which lesson? Because you may have more than one. So today, what lesson is on repeat that we're not learning, that we're not seeing, that we're not processing and dealing with? And the card that we've drawn is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is about your career, it's about your work, it's about your doing, okay? And it's about taking control of that. It's about being in control of your life, of your physical earth existence, all right? Because King of Wands, that's his energy. He's very practical, he's very logical, he's very doing. He's all about the actions and not necessarily about the strategies and the plans. He's quite a spontaneous fella. So for you, the lesson that is on repeat at the moment is how to get to the top, how to get to a place of seniority, to a place of control, to a place of dominance, to a place of understanding within whatever it is that you do. So whether you're employed or not employed, whether you're retired, whether you're still studying, it doesn't really matter. It's about getting to a place where you are comfortable, where you are happy, and where you are aiming for, okay? And that is the lesson. So you keep getting so close, you keep getting to a point where you are so close to achieving that. And then something happens and we're straight back at square one again, okay? So the lesson here is how to get to the top, how to achieve everything that we've set out for ourselves, how to get to that place of comfortable, of happy, of content, of whatever it may be, of seniority, and know that we've made it, all right? So that is the lesson itself. So let's see, I'm going to put that card here on the table in front of me, because that lesson, yeah, it's quite, I think it's quite a big one, and I think it's quite appropriate because so many of us do. We're constantly striving to achieve, and we're constantly striving to attain things and to get things and to make things and to get to a certain point where we want recognition. We want people to recognize that we've done good. We want people to see us for who we truly are, and we feel like we're always having to work at it. And maybe we achieved it 10 years ago and we're still trying to achieve something that we've already achieved. So it'll be interesting to see the next cards that come up for you. So question 2, why it keeps repeating. So why is this lesson? Why are you going over it and over it and over it and over it? Sure. We have the Queen of Cups. Just hold it there so it gets into focus. We have the Queen of Cups energy, and she's beautiful. She really is. She's lovely. Her energy is very, very confident, very strong, but also very loving and nurturing. She's all about the emotion. She's all about the feelings. She's all about wanting everybody to be in a happy place. So I like to describe her as a people pleaser, okay? I like to describe her, the Queen of Cups, as somebody who's only concerned about everybody else's happiness. She puts her own happiness on the back burner. She doesn't so much worry about herself as she does about everybody else. She does a fabulous job of taking care of everybody else. She really does. She does an amazing job of taking care of everybody else. Useless at taking care of herself. Is this sounding familiar to you? I think it is. I think this is sounding very familiar to you. So remember, what is the lesson that you're processing right now? What is the lesson that is on repeat in your life at the moment? And it is the lesson about you being who you're supposed to be, about you achieving all that you're supposed to achieve, being, achieving, feeling, the rewards that come with that, the status that comes with that, the recognition that comes with that, okay? Why is it repeating? Because you're so much more worried about other people and you're not worried about yourself. You're putting everybody else first. So if you can see that your end goal, that your whatever it is that you're working towards in life is like just over there, and somebody else comes along and they have a need, you're going to be like, no, it's fine, you go. It's like if you've been standing in the queue at the shopping center, if you've been standing in the queue for half an hour and somebody comes along with one item, you'll be like, no, it's fine, go in front of me. Okay, and what happens is you have 12 people who just come in front of you. So your half an hour becomes a 45 minutes, becomes a grumpiness, unhappiness, unfulfilled. And remember, the lesson is about achieving. The lesson is about attaining and having everything that you deserve, everything that you're working towards, about being in a position of authority, being in a position where people take you seriously. But you've got to stop focusing on everybody else. You've got to stop letting people cut the line. You've got to recognize that you matter, that you're important. Okay. Question 3. This is getting quite exciting. What do you need to know or face about this lesson? What do you need to know or face about this lesson? You know what? The Four of Swords. Okay, so Four of Swords is a very, very interesting card. Four of Swords is generally the card of telling you, rest, calm down, give yourself a chance to catch up with yourself. It's about meditation. It's about introspection. It's about just breathing, okay? And obviously you trying so hard to be this person, trying so hard to get into this position in your life, you're struggling. You're probably hyperventilating a little bit. You're probably trying so hard to achieve success, happiness, and joy in your life. It's like you're like a little bit crazy, a little bit manic in trying to do this and trying to achieve everything, because you're focused on everybody else and you've forgotten about you. You've forgotten about what's important. So what do you need to know, or what do you need to face right now, is that actually the time is not right for you to be pushing right now. The time is right now for you to just breathe. It's been a long, challenging, difficult road, and right now the only thing that you need to be doing is to just give yourself a rest, okay? What's interesting, if you look at this card, and I hope it's clear on your screen, but what's interesting here is that he's resting in his full gear, okay? He is a knight, and he's resting. He's got his full armor on. He's got his swords at the ready. There's even one down here, so that as soon as he hears the whistle, as soon as he hears the bell, as soon as he knows it's time, he gets up and he goes, okay? So as much as he's resting, he's also ready to go at a moment's notice. So it's not about hibernation. It's not about going and having a 12-week long sleep. It's not that at all. What it is, though, is just waiting for the right time. And while you're waiting, as much as you are ready and as much as you're ready to get up and go at a moment's notice, you're waiting for that perfect moment. So you will achieve this. You will change this lesson. You will learn this lesson. This lesson will become a thing of the past when you stop putting everybody else first, stop focusing on everybody else. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Give yourself a chance to catch your breath. Give yourself a chance to just rest. And when the time is perfect, it's about recognizing when that time is right, then you can jump into action. And when you do that without thinking about anybody else, you will be the success. You'll achieve everything that your heart and soul desires, and people will take you seriously. Your family, your friends, your colleagues, the people in your life will take you more seriously, because at the moment they see you trying, and everybody can see that you're trying, but they also, it's almost like they don't believe you'll ever make it. They don't believe you'll ever get there, because you keep failing, because you keep not achieving, because all you do is worry about everybody else's happiness instead of focusing on your own. So let the time rest, take it easy, give yourself a bit of a break, and when the time is right, you can jump into action. And our final question, what do you need to do to learn the lesson and move on? So right now, we've already said we need to rest, we need to wait for the right time. But as soon as that right time comes, as soon as that bell goes, as soon as the time is right, what do you need to do to make sure that we learn this lesson and move on from it? So our last card that we have is the High Priestess. Isn't she gorgeous? High Priestess. I have a High Priestess tarot card around my neck. High Priestess is gorgeous. So High Priestess is all about the inner knowing. High Priestess is all about intuition. It's all about believing enough in yourself that you don't need external validation. Believing enough in yourself that you know, heart of hearts, in your soul level, who you are. You know that who you are is phenomenal, fabulous, amazing, strong, capable, courageous, brave, without being arrogant, without being full of ego. The High Priestess is all about recognizing that you are perfect. Without the I'm perfect, okay? It's about being honest with yourself. It's about being true with yourself and recognizing that you are exactly who you are, where you are, when you need to be, etc., and that everything is perfect. The High Priestess is about trusting in yourself, trusting in your own inner knowing, trusting in your own intuition, and recognizing that you are enough. You are enough. So, friends, I need to bring this one back into it again, because the King of Wands, he wants to be enough, all right? It's the energy of wanting to be strong enough to be in that position of authority, in that position of leadership, knowing that we've achieved everything that we need to and that we can sit comfortable. But it's your own inner belief system that is preventing it from happening. It's the fact that you're forever worried about everybody else. You're putting everybody else first. Everybody else's priorities are higher than yours. Everybody else comes first. And the High Priestess is about saying, you know what, you need to recognize when the time is right, then you can step forward and you can let your light shine. When the time is right, when you've rested, When the bell goes, when the time is right, you can leap into action and you can show everybody what you're truly made of. And that's when people go like, wow, what's going on here? But what you've been doing is every time the time is right, every time it's time for you to leap into action, to become and to show the world who you truly are, every time the time is right for you to do that, somebody comes along and says, oh, don't you want to help me? Or, oh, I've been waiting such a long time, or whatever excuse they have, and you're like, sure, go in front of me. Friends, from now on, nobody jumps the queue. Nobody gets to jump in front of you, okay? You need to be strong. You need to be brave. You need to be courageous, because it's what you want. It's who you are, okay? It's what you deserve. You deserve to be that person. You deserve to have the authority that you want, that you need. It's going to happen for you. And we need to get over this lesson now. We need to stop focusing on everybody else. We need to focus on you. And I think that's also what our high priestess is all about. She's all about recognizing her own needs, wants, and desires, because your needs, wants, and desires are significant. They do matter. Everybody else can wait. Let people sort themselves out for a change. You deal with you. You do you. You do you. All right. So friends, I'm now going to pick up our Speed of Light Oracle. And as I'm shuffling the Speed of Light Oracle, we're asking the Speed of Light Oracle, we're asking for guidance, for additional information, for additional inspiration. So what else do we need to know about this life lesson that is on repeat? How do we change it? How do we break it? How do we resolve it? How do we clear it? What else do we need to know, Speed of Light Oracle? What other inspiration and guidance do you have for us? Okay, and I'm going with this one. Let's see what we've got. I can't make this stuff up. We got Tiger Claw. Stand, ground, speak, action, courage. Don't let anyone jump the queue. Don't let anyone jump ahead of you. You need to speak. You need to stand your ground. You need to be brave. You need to be strong. And you need to say, you know what? Sort your own rubbish out. Tell everybody that you're not their person anymore. You are now focusing on yourself. You are now focusing on only you, and they need to deal with themselves, okay? Because Speed of Light Oracle is telling you, Tiger Claw, stand your ground, speak clearly, says she with the frog in her throat, jump into action and be brave, be courageous, and know that it's going to work out for you. You deserve this. You deserve the happiness. You deserve the joy. You deserve the success. But it's not, nobody else is going to help you. Nobody else is going to jump forward and say, here, let me help you. You have to achieve this on your own. You have to achieve this by yourself. You're the only one. Nobody else can do it for you. Okay? You have to do it as much as you've been there for everybody else all along. Nobody's going to be there for you. So, Tiger Claw telling you, do it for yourself. I like it. I like it. Right, one more. So, this is the Animal Kingdom Oracle cards. So let's shuffle Animal Kingdom and let's see what message the Animal Kingdom has for us. What guidance, what inspiration, and what assistance does the Animal Kingdom have for us? What does the Animal Kingdom need you to know right now so that you can take control of your life and change these lessons that are on repeat so that we can, okay, Peacock jumped out. Peacock jumped out. Increasing self-confidence. Recognizing who you are. Recognizing how truly fabulous you are. And that nobody else, don't care what anybody else thinks. Recognize that in order for you to succeed in your life, you have to be happy with you. And as soon as you become happy with you, as soon as you show off, as soon as you peacock, things are going to change. As soon as you peacock, things are going to get better. As soon as you show who you truly are, show your true colors, as soon as you show all of that, everybody's suddenly going to take you seriously. While your tail is flat, while your tail is down, everyone's going to look at you like, yeah, you're just a bird. But as soon as you put that show on, as soon as you show everybody who you truly are, they take you seriously. And when that's when the magic happens. So those of you who chose bundle 2, be the peacock. Be the peacock. I do hope that that message, I do hope that that reading gives you some guidance, some inspiration, just a little bit of motivation to make some changes in your life, changes towards being truly authentic you. from my heart to yours, with the greatest amount of love and blessings. Until we meet again, you take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message, the reading, and the inspiration that you need in your life right now. Welcome. So today we are looking at what lessons are on repeat in your life at the moment. Why? What for? What do we need to do? And how do we overcome that? And to do that, I am going to be using this tarot deck. This is the Gilded Tarot Royale, and I chose it because it's bright and it's beautiful, and I needed some bright colors in my life. And I've got 2 oracle decks on the table as well that we're going to be using. I have 4 questions that I have written down, and it's very interesting how this week's topic came about. The whole week I noticed similar conversations and similar kind of things that I was saying to people, and you know, what Spirit was giving, and a lot of it was around, you know, repeated lessons in life and why we have these lessons on repeat, and what do we need to do to stop them? What do we need to do to progress past them, to complete them, to learn from them, to whatever it is? And it was a topic that came up many times until eventually Spirit said it's Friday's topic. So yeah, definitely Spirit inspired. And I have 4 questions on the table here in front of me. You can see I've already started shuffling cards because it's what I do when I like to talk. I shuffle. So let's get straight into it and see what lesson is on repeat in your life and how to best handle it, how to best process, and how to best deal with it. So friends, as I shuffle these cards today, we're asking for Spirit, for the angels and spirit guides to draw near. We're asking them to guide us and to give us the messages and the inspiration that we need. Let the cards that we draw today be the guidance and the clarity and the answers that we need to our questions that we're asking. Let this reading be relevant to you whenever it is that you watch the video. If you watch it the day it was published, a week, a month, a year later, let it be relevant to you then. We're asking for protection, we're asking for guidance, and we're asking for love from Spirit. And so it is. And so it is. All right, so cards have been shuffled quite a lot. Because I have 4 questions that we're asking, I'm going to split the deck, and we're going to draw cards straight off the top. I am going to just leave these cards on the table here in front of me so that I can draw straight off the top when we need to. So, interesting topic today. Bundles 1 and 2 were very interesting indeed. So I'm curious to see what we're going to get for yours. So our first question and our first card that we are drawing today is obviously, so as I said to you, the theme is the lesson that is on repeat in your life at the moment. What is the cycle? What is the thing that's going round and around and around and around that you need to be aware of so that we can learn the lesson, close the door, and move on to the next episode in our life? So the first card that we're going to draw is to tell us what the lesson actually is. So for all of you watching right now, what is the lesson that you are dealing with in life? What is this repeated lesson in your life at the moment? And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Let me hold it so that you can see. Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a very interesting card. The Wheel of Fortune is the card that says to you that the wheel keeps turning, okay? It's about the karmic wheel. It's about the trusting and believing that things are going to work out exactly as they need to. So maybe you're somebody who controls or tries to control or tries to navigate instead of trusting the universe. And I know that's so difficult. I know that is so difficult, especially when we live in this earth existence where everything, you've got to work at everything, and you've got to make sure that there's control, and you've got to make sure that there's structures and policies and, you know, stuff all the time. Instead of just handing over, let go and let God. I love that phrase. Let go and let God. Just trust that the universe is going to provide. It doesn't mean we can sit on the couch and watch TV all day, okay? It doesn't mean that at all. It means that we still have to pitch up. We still have to rock up. We still have to do stuff. We still have to work. We still have to be and do and feel. But it's about trusting that the universe is going to look out for us. So maybe your situation, the lesson that you're having on repeat all the time is trust. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is about trusting the universe, trusting that the wheel's going to turn. If you've done good, you will receive good. If you've done bad, you will receive bad. It's about trusting that karmic wheel, trusting that the cycles of life, that the wheel will just keep turning and we'll keep getting to zero, we'll keep passing begin. So it's about recognizing that, but it's about trusting. It's about trusting in the cycles and trusting in that things will happen the way that they need to. So this is your big lesson that you've had on repeat for quite some time. Okay. Very interesting, quite different from 1 and 2 as well. So question 2 is, why is this lesson on repeat for you? Why is this lesson on repeat for you? 2 of Cups, how fabulous, how absolutely beautiful. So 2 of Cups is the card of relationships, it's the card of partnership, it's the card of connecting and sharing your existence with another person. And maybe this is where your trust issues are coming from, okay? So maybe you've had situations with relationships in the past where people have let you down. So you've now come to a point where it's like, no, I don't trust. If I'm not driving it, if I'm not in control of it, if I'm not navigating it, if I'm not doing it, then I don't trust. So it's about not trusting other people. It's about not trusting people that come into your space. And, so maybe I think I'm that kind of person. We tend to try and micromanage everybody. We tend to try and control everybody because we've been let down so much in the past, because we've experienced so much betrayal and hurt and disappointment in the past. So we do try and be too brave and too courageous and too strong. Let's go back here, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune is about trust. It's about believing that things will happen as they need to, when they need to. Now, I have full and complete trust in Spirit. I know that Spirit's got my back. I know that Spirit are looking out for me. But when it comes to the humans, not so much. And maybe you're the same. Maybe you trust in the universe. Maybe you trust in Spirit. Maybe you trust in circumstances. But when it comes to the human, it's a bit difficult because humans do tend to let us down. They do tend to not always follow through with their promises. Okay, so 2 of Cups. Why the lesson is keeps repeating for you? Because maybe it's got to do with trust issues with people, or maybe you're relying too much on people. Maybe you're trusting that people will be there for you when they're not going to be. Very interesting. Question 3, our third card. What do you need to know and what do you need to face with regards to this lesson? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is about the perfect happy family. It's about recognizing that you have enough. Surrounding yourself with people, with circumstances, with opportunities for love and happiness. It's about recognizing that family is the beginning, the end of everything. It's about recognizing that, time spent out in the garden with a friend, just enjoying the moment, being in the now is the most important thing. And it's the thing that brings you the most joy, the thing that brings you the most happiness. So what do you need to know, or what do you need to face with regards to this lesson? As much as people let you down, recognize that people are important. And that actually that's why we're alive. That's why we're on the earth plane. That's why we're having this earth existence. Because we need to connect with other people. We need to find our people. We need to find our tribe. We need to recognize who are the people that we can trust, who are the people that we can lean on, who are the people that support us, who are the people that have got our backs. Okay, so sometimes life happens. Okay, let's just put it mildly. Sometimes life happens, and life has happened to you quite a bit, all right? You've had your fair share of life happening to you, all right? Because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is telling you, that there's these repeated cycles, there's these repeated patterns, and every time you think, just when you think things are going okay, guess what? Have a dose of trouble, have a dose of challenge, have a dose of something, and you've now lost faith, you've now lost your trust, you've now lost your belief that things will ever be okay, that things will ever be good, that things will ever work out for you, okay? Card number 2, why it keeps repeating, it's because of the people that we're interacting with, the people that we believe in, the people that we've put our faith into, who have let us down, who have hurt us, who have betrayed us. And card number 3, this one over here, what do you need to know, or what do you need to face? You need to accept the fact that you can't do this alone. You need to accept the fact that as much as people may have betrayed you, hurt you, let you down, disappointed you in the past, you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to connect with others. You've got to find your tribe. You've got to find your people, and you've got to let them into your space. Okay, you've got to let them into your space, so much so that you can just be happy and content in whatever you're doing. Be happy and content in the moment, in the now, with cats and ducks and geese and whatever it is that's there. Okay, just know that family is everything. And that's what you need. You need to be focusing on that. Forgetting about all other things, forgetting about any other troubles and difficulties and challenges. Your life lesson is recognizing the significance and the importance of family, and the right family, okay? Because blood is thicker than water. Or is it the other way around? Right, question 4. Our fourth card, question 4 is, what do you need to do to learn the lesson and move on? What do you need to do to learn the lesson and move on? We have the 5 of Cups. And this is very interesting. I see it's not focusing on 5 of Cups. I want you to see the card. If I hide my face, no, come on camera, I want you to focus on 5 of Cups. There we go. Look at that card. Look at the sadness. Look at the disappointment. Look at the hurt. Sorry, I can't hold it very still. The 5 of Cups is the card of he is upset at the 3 cups in front of him that have fallen over, that are empty, that are dirty, that are disappointing him. He's focusing on what's disappointing him. He's focusing on what's gone wrong. What he's not seeing are these 2 cups behind him that are still full, that are still beautiful, that are still full of fabulous, okay? So he's crying over spilt milk. Really? That's really what this card is saying. He's crying over spilt milk. So this is card number 4 for you. And the 4th question was, what do you need to do to learn the lesson and move on? You need to recognize that you've been crying over the spilt milk. There's still bottles and bottles and bottles in the fridge. So it's not like you are now run out. It's not like it is completely over and completely done. There is still more. But you've been focusing on the little problems, focusing on the little issues, and not seeing the bigger picture, not seeing all that is there for you. So friends, for those of you who chose this bundle, the lesson that you're needing to learn is learning to trust, learning to forgive, and learning to just go with the flow. Okay, that is the lesson that is on repeat for you, that you just keep cycling around. Okay, why is it keep repeating? Because unfortunately people let you down, because unfortunately people are people, all right? People are letting you down. You're focusing on the hurt. You're focusing on the betrayal. You're focusing on all the things that have gone wrong in relationships and connections with other people in the past. What do you need to know? What do you need to face about this? Is you need to recognize that people are actually important. You actually need them in your life. You need to be finding your tribe, finding your family, finding your connection with people, and having that connection and being with people and allowing people into your space and recognizing that all can be good and you deserve to have that happy family. What do you need to do to learn the lesson and to move on? You need to recognize that you have been making mountains out of molehills, that you have been focusing on the 3 things that have gone wrong and you're not seeing the 2 cups that are behind you. So what do you need to do to learn the lesson and to move on? You need to always look at the bigger picture. Don't focus on the little disappointments. Don't focus on the little things that go wrong. Don't focus on the little things that people do that irritate you. Try and see the bigger picture. Try and be more focused on the bigger picture. And if you can do that, this happy family life, this perfect family existence is absolutely possible for you. Absolutely will happen for you. So friends, this is such an interesting lesson, and I think this is the key card here. So this is why I keep holding it up for you. This is the key card for you, because this card is telling you that, you know, the way to change it is when something happens, when something goes wrong, instead of going, oh, well, that's it, I knew it was going to happen, I knew it's over, I knew da-da-da-da-da, you need to stop and say, hold a second. Is there more out there? Look around you before you allow the emotion, before you allow the spontaneity of the emotion to overwhelm you and to take over. Rather look around you and say, hey, well, what else is there? Oh, wait, look, there's more cups. There's more whatever it is that you're looking for. And then you behave and you react accordingly with that. Very interesting indeed. So I'm now going to pick up the Speed of Light Oracle. And let's give them a shuffle, and we're asking Speed of Light Oracle to give us some more clarity, to give us some more understanding, to continue the message. What else do we need to know with regards to this lesson that is on repeat in our lives? What else do we need to know? What else is important and significant? What is the message what is the continuation of the message that we need to know right now? And it looks like this card is coming out. Let's see what we've got. Shadow, shape-shifting, hidden, release, and raven. So let me try and say that properly. Shape-shifting. Shape-shifting means adapting yourself to your circumstances. Shape-shifting means adapting yourself to what's happening around you. It's about not being so rigid and not being so fixed on one point of view, one outlook, one expectation, one final destination. Shape-shifting is about recognizing that Life happens, recognizing that stuff happens, recognizing that people are going to hurt you, people are going to betray you, people are going to let you down. But that doesn't mean that everybody is the same. Shape-shifting means that you've got to start recognizing that you have to be always changing, always adapting to suit your current conditions, current circumstances. The other message there, shape-shifting, hidden, release, and raven. So when we talk about the hidden and we talk about the release, it's about recognizing that you have this ability within yourself to change and adapt to your circumstances, depending on what you're doing. But it's always about recognizing the cycles of life, recognizing that you've got to trust, you've got to have faith, you've got to recognize that you have this ability to adapt, that you have this ability to change yourself depending on the circumstances, without allowing yourself to focus on what's gone wrong. Sure. All right, let's get on to our Animal Kingdom Oracle cards just to see what the Animal Kingdom, you know me, I love working with the Animal Kingdom. So let's shuffle the cards and let's ask the Animal Kingdom what message they have for us. How are they going to assist us? What do they need us to know with regards to this life lesson? What is the message from the Animal Kingdom that we need in our lives right now? And it looks like I'm taking this one. Ooh, crocodile energy. And look at the message. Stand in your survival power. Let me see if I can hold it, that the camera will focus on it. There we go. Stand in your survival power. Wow. And just look at that crocodile. Isn't he just absolutely gorgeous? Just love these cards. So stand in your survival power is basically saying recognizing your own worth, recognizing who you are, recognizing that yes, people are going to let you down, people are going to hurt you, people are going to betray you, people are going to be douchebags. My favorite phrase at the is a douchebag. People are going to be douches, people are going to hurt you, they're going to let you down, they're going to betray you, but you know what, that doesn't define who you are. Okay, if people are treating you badly, it doesn't mean that life is bad. It doesn't mean that that's it. Because one person has treated you badly, because one person has let you down, it doesn't mean that everything is over and done with. It doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. It means that you've just got to stand in your survival power, move on away from them. Move on away from them and find your tribe. Find the people that mean the most to you. Find the people who bring something positive into your life and not just take all the time. You can do it. And to do that, you've got to be brave, strong, courageous, and be crocodile. And then he called it a caterpillar. Crocodile. And it says stand in your survival power. And that's exactly what you need to do. Crocodiles are not afraid to take on something bigger than them. They're not afraid. They don't just pick on smaller. You know, if they're ready to attack, if they want to attack, they will attack. It doesn't matter what the size is. It doesn't matter what the shape is. They stand in their survival power. And that's what you need to do. Even when people betray you, even when people hurt you, even when people let you down, recognize that that is not all that there is to life. So friends, those of you who chose this bundle, I do hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope that this gave you the guidance, the inspiration, the motivation that you need to make the changes in your life so that you can move on from this repeated lesson, so that you can move on from that and have the best life that you need to have. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to be successful, and you deserve to live a good life. So from my heart to yours, with the greatest amount of love and blessings, until we meet again, you take care.